Hi guys, I am working on my Book of Revelations prophecy interpretation videos, and I know many of you don't watch it, but I hope that someday you do. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what is actually in Revelations. First of all, if you like mysteries, it is an absolute perfect book to read. I tell you that much. It's really awesome. Uh, it's not at all what you have learned or been taught. It's not at all what people say out in the world. What they say about it's not any of that. Um, it's very different from what we think it is. If we ever took the time to read it or even have a conversation about it, it's very different. Right now, I'm working on the letters to the seven churches, and I was on the Church of Pergamus, and God just put it in my spirit to make this video to give a message about it. Uh, Revelations is so powerful, and the letters to the seven churches are that much more powerful. If you have read Revelations, you may have done like I did my entire life, read it or skipped over it, thinking that it was just letters to the seven churches that existed during the time of John in the first century. It's not. It's letters to you. It's letters to this world. It's letters to all of mankind. These letters are letters of judgment and compassion, letters that demonstrate love even for non-believers. It's letters that tells each and every one of us what we need to do to be right with God. It tells each and every one of us who we are in the prophecies. It tells you who the beast is. The letters tell you where the beast come from. All these different things that are in these two chapters, chapter 2 and 3 of Revelations, it basically spells out who the whole world is. So imagine looking around and realizing, coming to the realization that Christians have a place in Revelations, that Black people, Israelites, have very special places in Revelations. Christians have special place in Revelations as well. Um, it's just awesome. It's absolutely awesome to know. I think not enough of us value knowledge enough. Not enough of us are willing to devote some time, energy, and effort to just listen, to just hear. But God is saying that it's time for us to hear. It's time for us to open our ears and to hear. Israelites especially, because you are the first to stand up and acknowledge the truth of God according to this prophecy. But the whole world should be reading this. The whole world should want to know who they are, what their people will do, what their kind will do. There are 7 kinds in the Bible, and these are the 7 churches. And these 7 kinds of people are the characters of Revelations. These 7 kinds of people make up the beast and the prostitute and the just the 144 Israelites, so-called virgins. These 7 churches are those characters. These 7 churches are the people who will bring about the end of the world. These 7 churches are the false prophet. One of these 7 churches are the false prophet. If you want to be able to see the world in a whole new light, change your life, know exactly how you are going to be judged, know what the enemy is, who he is, and what he will do to try and overcome you. If you want to know these things, you need to study the book of Revelations. It's absolutely awesome. But more than anything, you learn about God's compassion, and you learn that he does not discriminate. And you learn that your job as an Israelite or your job as a Gentile Christian is very specific. There's something very specific that you must do to be right with God. And if you don't do that particular thing that God has instructed you as an individual, or you as an individual church or group to do, if you don't do that, then you are pretty much damning yourself to tribulation and to hell. So think about these things. Think about these things, because these things are the reason we go to church every Sunday. We go to church because we want to be right with God. But he tells us exactly how to be right with him right in our Bible, in the book of Revelations, in these letters, and we don't bother to try and learn it for ourselves. We go to church every Sunday because we want to hear the word. But the word is in our cell phone. The word is in our Bibles. It's on our laptops. The word is right there for us to know and to study and to get a personal relationship with, yet we turn the word away to listen to lies because we choose to listen to false doctrines, to doctrines taught by man, when the Spirit is speaking to us all along, trying to teach us himself. Now, I don't know about you, but I can say from experience that being taught by the Most High God, being taught by the Holy Spirit, beats being taught by man any day. It's not confusing. It's not worrisome. It's not stressful. It doesn't require me to pay anybody. So why do we choose to pay for lies when God has given us all the tools we need right before us in the Word? Why? Now we have to begin to think logically, because believe it or not, we serve a logical God. We don't serve a nonsense God. We serve a God that does things that make sense and that has purpose. So I guess my message to you today, every question that you have ever had about anything in life, regarding your spirit, your soul, your man, your person, the people who persecute you, the people who oppress you, the people who enslave you, the people who lie to you, it's all in the Bible. It's all in the book of Revelations. Yah himself has made it so that he can reveal in these words the answer to all of these questions. Yet we sit with 50 Bibles in our home and refuse to open it up and learn. We refuse to watch a video that will teach us the truth of God, but we will sit and watch stupidity all day long. And then we wonder why we can't understand. We wonder why we don't know, why we're lacking, why we're not sure if we're actually saved or not, why we're going up to the pulpit every single Sunday to be re-saved. We wonder why. This is why. Because we lack knowledge and we refuse to hear and gain knowledge. Well, Revelations will give you all the knowledge you need. It's like a crash course on the world we live in today. It's a crash course on who is who and who's doing what and who you need to watch out for and what's going to happen to you. Whether you're Israelite or Gentile, it tells you what's going to happen to you. It tells you how to overcome it. It tells you everything that you are going to the church on Sunday to learn, but don't. So I challenge you to study Revelations, watch my videos. I've searched a lot of places for this truth, for this interpretation, and I have not found it. So I can't really refer you to anyone else, but watch my videos, read my book when it's published, visit ourtruthministries.com. But most importantly, open your Bible and ask God to teach you. Ask him to show you what he has shown me. This is invaluable information. This is information that will save your spiritual and physical life. So I pray that you wake up, that your eyes be open, that your ears can hear. I pray that your heart be made whole so that you would seek to know the truth. Seek to know who and what and whose you are. Seek to know what your destiny is. Seek to know what you are supposed to be doing on this planet. Seek to know the truth. Because at the end of the day, Jesus, Yeshua, Yahushua, whatever we call him, he came for this reason. He came to teach you. He came to save you by teaching you the truth. That same truth that most of us are refusing to hear. That is how he saves you. It's not by magic. It's not by magical words. It's not by any of that nonsense. It's by learning truth. The truth of what truth? The truth of God. The truth of who he is. The truth of who you are. The truth of what you're supposed to be doing. What you were put here to do. That's the truth. The world is not even the things of the world is not even a mission in the truth. It's not even a part of the truth. The truth is all about God. It's all about God. It's all about who he created you to be and what he created you to do. That is the truth. And when you learn and you accept and you receive that truth, you are saved. Saved from what? You are saved from the enemy, from the adversary, from that evil spirit that has dominated so many people that is trying to steal your life and your soul. You are saved from it because you know truth, because you live truth, because you are filled with truth, and ultimately because you become the truth. So I pray that you take a moment and you listen. You learn, you watch, you open your eyes, you put aside the foolishness and take some time to fall in love with the Creator who fell in love with you long before you were on this earth. That's it. Yes, I'm passionate because I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing you suffer. I'm tired of seeing my people kill each other and be killed. I am tired. I am tired because I know the truth. And I know that you can know the truth. And if you knew the truth, then it would change. If you knew the truth, then you would live and not die. If you knew the truth, you would breathe, you would revive, you would resuscitate, you would be made whole if you knew the truth. So yes, I am passionate. Because I'm running out of tears and I'm running out of energy and I'm running out of all that God is giving me. At least I feel like I'm running out of it, but I'll probably do it for another 100 years if God allows me. But I am weak. Just watching what's going on in this world. Revelation says that the Spirit, the angel told John to take the black book. And he told him when he would take the black book, he would put it in his mouth and it would be sweet as honey. But when it went into his belly, it would be bitter. I know what that means now. What it means is that when you come into the truth, you feel blessed. You feel like you're in the land of milk and honey. You feel so chosen and it's just such a beautiful thing. And that honey flavor, it never leaves. It doesn't go away. But when it gets to your stomach, when you get it, when you understand, then you begin to look around at this world and realize how destructive it is. You begin to look around and realize how sick it is. You begin to look around and realize how much it suffers for a lack of knowledge. And when you see this, that black book that is prophecy, that is truth, it becomes bitter in your belly. It makes you sad. It makes you hurt. So, although you have the taste of honey, in your stomach, in a place where your feelings come from, it hurts. So yes, I am passionate because it hurts. It hurts to see you lacking knowledge. It hurts to see you not only lacking knowledge, but lacking a desire for the truth. The truth isn't always pretty when you first come into it. It may not be what you want to hear because it's not what you have already heard. But it is the truth nonetheless. And it's not the truth of man, it's God's truth. And he'll confirm it for you. You don't have to take my word for it. You just have to accept the seed that I'm trying to sow and let him grow it. Let him do the rest. I am nothing. I am no one. I mean nothing except to God. But if you take these seeds that I am trying to sow, he will help you to grow. He will help you to understand. He will confirm for you the truth versus the lies. And then you can begin to change lives. And then one day we will look up and it won't be chaos and destruction. It won't be bitter anymore. So please, I'm begging you, pay attention. Open your eyes, open your ears, be willing to hear. Leave behind the foolishness and give God some of your time. I love you. Be blessed.